ప్రతి మార్పుకి ఒక నాంది ఉంటుంది. లిటిల్ ఫ్లవర్ డిగ్రీ కాలేజ్ ఈరోజు ఉప్పల్ దగ్గర ఉన్న ఈ కాలేజ్లో ఆ కాలేజీలో పడే నీటి సంగ్రహ పనులకి అక్కడ ఉండే చెత్తా చెదారం వాటి సరైన యాజమాన్యానికి ఒక కొత్త నాంది వస్తున్నది. అందులో భాగంగా ఈ కాలేజీలో చదువుకుంటున్న పిల్లలు, విద్యార్థులు, తర్వాత ఉపాధ్యాయులు కలిసి వాసనతో కలిసి ఒక యాత్ర చేయబోతున్నాము. ఈరోజు 18 జనవరి 2025. మానవలోకానికి స్వాగతం, మానవలోకానికి స్వాగతం, మాలోకానికి స్వాగతం.
So our home composter comes as a kit, comes with 2 kgs green mix powder, a pack of sawdust and a mini composter. So what we do is like we add complete pack of green mix on day 1 into it, and every day, for suppose if you're a family, we are almost nuclear families, we have only 4 people or else maximum to maximum 1 grandparent or 2 grandparents, that is 5 to 6 persons per home. So waste will be approximately maximum to maximum 800 grams to 1 kg per day, organic waste. So what in this composter you can add 1 kg waste per every day. What you have to do is like you have to add this green mix powder on day 1 into it. Every day you can add 1 kg of waste, and then you can just close the lid and rotate this for 5 times. That's all. That is something which we give. So why we have to rotate is something where ours is an aerobic process. On sides you can see holes. It is perforated one. So aerobic process is sustainable process because the methane emissions are very much low compared to anaerobic process. Anaerobic process will generally smell. So as ours is like in that mixing is also like air going to every part of the composting bin is also very much important. So that is where you have to mix. So whenever the waste is added, you have to mix. So that is something you have to do. And every day you can add waste. Whatever the waste which I have added today, from today to 7 days, it gets to compost. So every day you can do the similar thing. Once it is filled, for suppose it is filled today, you can leave that for 7 days. That is one option. If you don't want to leave that for 7 days, because if you leave for 7 days, you have to find another dustbin or composter to like dump your waste. Instead, you can use, when you're talking about sustainability, we will not ask you to get more and more of composters. We will not do that, though it increases our profits. So what we do is like once it is filled, you can collect 3/4 into a dustbin, leave that, because once it is processed, it doesn't smell. What you can put that in a dustbin, and in this 1/4 you can kindly add every single day 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg. Like that you can keep on doing the same process. You need not buy our green mix also again and again. The same green mix, the formed compost can be used for 20 times, approximately 1.5 years. So this is one solution for home. The other solution is only green mix. So this costs 300 rupees per kg. The same thing can be reused for 1.5 years. That means more than 500 days, which means you are composting in less than ₹1 every single day. We wanted to bring a economical solution because everybody sees this is waste. Why should I spend more, or else why should I at least spend? So maybe you might be giving 100 to 120 rupees per a person to carry your waste on auto and go to dump yard. Instead of that, you can get in less than that cost only, you can compost at your home. That when we started, that we wanted to provide, and we are very much happy that we are providing that at present.
This is just a mixture or shredder?
No, mixer. Because ma'am, whenever you are talking about home waste, there will not be waste like this.
Yeah.
Because mostly it will be peels.
Yeah, peels.
Already cut, or else if that is spoiled also, you can just put a cut in between and you can just
you can make into smaller pieces and use it. Anytime compost is better when you make it into smaller pieces, and it is faster. So at home you generally can manage it because of the small quantities. So another point is basically when we use these kind of systems, our general mindset is government should do it. My waste is not my responsibility, I'll dump it on the road and government will clean it. And we blame government if they don't clean it. But actually the cost of government, we don't think it is our cost. Government is spending crores of rupees to clean our waste every day. Actually, they don't have to do it. We can do it ourselves at much cheaper rate and at our own convenience. If you are too enterprising, actually you can make your entire colony green garden with your own compost. You can do this enterprise in your own colonies and things like that. With minimum effort, you can do it. But we are not doing that. As a result, the problem is getting maximized. Just Kanaada explained it is about 2,500 tons every day that we are generating. and they are able to do 15 tons, with so much of hard work. Last 4 years they reached
Lot
that
of
much.
struggle.
Yeah, a lot of struggle. Look at because I think we need more entrepreneurs like that, more solutions like that, and more customers like you. Basically, on her behalf, I'm selling this to all of you, because unless people like you, start using them, there is no solution to our waste problems. And as you mentioned, it is just 1 rupee per day. Why not do it? Why should we ask government to do it at the cost of 100 rupees? Who is paying? We are only paying, no, indirectly. So I think we need to have most sense of ecology, sense of environment, also sense of money. The best thing is you do it with your own hands. That's why we are asking you to touch it, feel it. Don't feel bad. This is our own creation. We have to recreate again, with a better solution. This is one of the best solutions in Hyderabad that all of you can do it like this in your campus, so that some large scale composting can be organized little more effectively. But in all colonies and homes, I'm sure you will be able to take it forward.
And if you all are on Instagram, we create a lot of content on Instagram. We have 50,000 plus followers where we educate people to not to dump waste and also compost it, segregate it.
Yeah.
You can also check our profile, that is Compost with Vapra, on Instagram and YouTube. We create a lot of content. And here is my partner, Kanaada. They are into dry waste management, and we do everything by partnering. He will also speak how important is like dry waste recycling also.
Thank you so much, Ram sir, for being here. We always appreciate Ram sir for actually, he always says, I think until people know about this, they're not aware about this. A lot of you do not know what is landfill, what is dump yard. So until unless we experience what is dump yard or we see the reality, a lot of us don't see what is happening behind. So you will get a trash collector and you will not know where the trash is going. But just because we have got a solution provider who's just picking a waste, that does not mean that I will generate more waste.
And that's the best solution too. That's not the best solution.
That's not the best solution. And we feel by our culture, by the geography of India, we are very different from the entire world. Take, make, break is the concept of waste. But what India can do is it can generate something out of waste. These concepts have been in the centuries part, in more than centuries ago. But what we fail to understand is that just because we're getting a 1 rupee there, we are spending 1 rupee. And all of you, do you know that the waste which is generated at your home is collected by an auto guy and you pay a fees? There's a fees. You think once you pay a fees, you think that it is done, my job is done. But what we really don't know is that once it goes to a dump yard, again we are paying another amount which is called processing fee, which a lot of us don't know. We feel that I'm just filling 120 rupees or 100 rupees, my trash is cleared, it is processed. No, we are paying more than what we are generating. And we feel in a country like India, which is more involved in sustainable solutions, we encourage, we appreciate what is coming here. And thank you, sir, for bringing students here. Actually, I am also a student with Ram sir. Whenever I meet, I learn a lot from Ram sir. So whenever we talk, we always say, and sir always says, students should know. ఇప్పుడు మనకి తెలియకపోతే అర్థం కాదు కదా, నాకేం తెలుసు పోతదిలే. So all of us are either in mobile or we are into shortcuts. We want 10 seconds mein things should be done. The trash guy comes, he picks it up in 10 seconds, he goes. That's what we believe. And we firmly believe that's not what we are as humans. We are contented, we are artists. So if you see as a person, what am I? Am I a trash bin who's creating trash? So that's where holistically if we talk, as you have thoughts in place, good thoughts and bad thoughts, we'll say trash also has its own medium. One is wet waste and dry waste. So simple thing that we can say is what a person could eat is a wet waste or biodegradable waste. Or what a person cannot eat, a human cannot eat, is non-biodegradable waste, which is dry waste. This is a simple thing all of us should understand. I see a lot of people saying that paper is also wet waste because it is coming from a wet kitchen. So can you eat paper? Likewise, when we see cows on the outskirts, and we as day in day out are inside dump yards and landfills. The way we look at dump yards is quite different, because we are literally seeing so many things which can be put to use. Maybe you can donate to someone.
Yeah.
So we feel holistic approach is where we are thinking about holistically, is this required or not? Is this important for me or not?
Maybe you did not think about these questions. Maybe you just looked at the beauty of the picture, beauty of the cloth, or the design, and you just purchased it. You never thought about it. That's also okay. Many things we really don't think about them. But these days, the source of the origin of any product is one of the important considerations, so that it is ecologically sensitive production process. We are not damaging environment, and the entire production process is ecologically friendly. And there are products which come out of it, and people are buying for them, so that their consumerism is not spoiling the ecology or environment. Okay, so certain brands are actually consciously promoting, but most of the brands just don't care. They may be putting lot of chemicals, both in food, clothes and everything, and we are happy with the design, happy with the colors, but we really don't know how much damage it is creating. As a consumer, we are promoting the damage. Now that's what is
You guys know what is fast fashion? Basically, you by a quarter you get a fashion, you get an offer, the stock is cleared, clearance sale, whatever comes in. But not all of us know that what will happen to our clothes. We are disposing somewhere, right? It is going into trash or somewhere. But 20 years back, this was not the case. Cloth was not affordable for us. I'm sure ma'am and sir would have known more value about clothes, because the cloth was not affordable. Today, the clothes is affordable. It's much more affordable than you can think. Why is one question. Because most of your clothes that you see in fast fashion is made of plastic. The same plastic which comes from trash is what you guys are wearing. I also wear sometimes without my knowledge. But when I look into the tag and I ask, okay, what is this made of? 95% cotton, 5% XYZ. Because the moment you wear plastic, it's a simple thing. What happens to your skin when you roll a plastic on your skin? It chokes. Your skin will choke. It will say, I want to breathe. You will see a sweat coming. So your skin suffocates. Like the same way when you are wearing a plastic cloth, your body inflammates. You will feel hot, you will feel as if I need to put on a fan. Then you'll say, it's too more hot, let's go for an AC. Do we really need AC? Just because you are wearing a cloth, that cloth is deciding that I have to use an AC. But I'm sure Ram sir is wearing a handloom cloth. I've been to Ram sir's place. It's a very natural home. I see always been in normal clothes. So this is something which is very expensive. Handmade, natural is expensive, not something which you get in fast fashion. I'm not saying that this is wrong or bad. I'm saying that you should ask a question. What is my cloth made of? Where is it coming from? If it's cheap, how is it good for mine? So because you're students, you have got so much career out there. I'm sure all of you are in your 19, 20. Yeah, so you have got a huge life in forward. So what we want, I think all of you to know what we know, that whatever you do, whatever you purchase, because a purchaser is also a criminal. If I am purchasing a cloth, where is the cloth coming from? Where is that investment coming from? What is the supply chain it is coming from? All that if you see, all of you will become, you will feel, I'm a part of a crime.
Yeah.
So if you're putting a trash, if you're buying something, it is trash. Eco-friendly products chala vachnayi. We should encourage.
Yeah.
That's what we feel. Otherwise, we are open to any kind of questions. We appreciate your time. Usually it's not like this, but thank you again.
We are buying several things. We are all consumers. As a result, everything is, ultimately becoming a waste. Okay, some organic or some compostable waste is getting here, and they are converting into manures. But what happens to rest of the waste, and what type of waste are we creating? What can we do as an individual? What can we do as a school or college? What can we do as a citizen of a colony or an apartment? So these are all our questions. So we need to reflect, what are we collecting from market, buying from market, how are we consuming, what are we rejecting? Can we change this process so that we are not creating a problem? for the planet, for ourselves also. As you said, if you use all plastic clothes, it's not good for us. If you are using all chemically, chemically loaded products, they are not good for our health. They're not good for the planet also. So we need to ask that question: where is it coming from? Is it good for me?
So if when people say we want to create impact, we'll say one good thing that you can do is, if you are చాలా మటుకు ఏమవుతుందంటే ఏదో చేద్దాం మన ఏజ్ పెరిగిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. విల్ సీ లాట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్, దెర్ ఈస్ అ పోర్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఎ సెక్ట్ సొసైటీ ఆర్ attitude which comes in after a age. ఏదో ఒకటి చేద్దాం, సొసైటీకి ఏదో చేద్దాం అనే వస్తాం. We meet a lot of people, right from politicians, right from actors. They reach out to us. One interesting aspect is that they always want to create an impact. So when they say, I will say any impact which is small or big is an impact. When we say we are able to do 15 tons, I'm sure 4 years back it was not 15 tons. It might be 50 kgs or 100 kgs. But one small step, if you add up, that's a huge impact that we can make. And as Sir said, we would encourage to do composting. As Pavani said, it's very easy that you can do at your home. But if someone says, I want to create impact, if you want to gift it, we also say if you want to gift an impact, there might be a lot of people who, today, once upon a time, garden was feasible for us. Ma'am, sir, it was feasible for us. Today, garden is a dream.
Nowadays they are living.
It's a dream. So it's a multi-million, having a garden in a city is a multi-million dream. So what you can do, you have got terrace gardens. So we get a bunch of enthusiasts who say, we want to do terrace garden. Compost, how do? Sense of satisfaction comes when you grow a plant.
Yeah.
I think all of you should grow a plant. You should see how it is growing. That'll give peace of mind. It's not a gender bias. Everyone should do it. That will give an internal peace.
I'm Joshua from Little Flat Degree College, MZC first year. So what we basically do is whatever fruits or vegetables we eat, we kind of put it in a small area which we built in our house, ground floor, where any fruit or anything which we eat, all the peels and all that, we just put it inside. We have we first have a layer of soil which is there, and then we put the fruits, we cover it with another layer of soil. Then every 2-3 days we keep mixing it so that the waste, whatever is there down, comes up and the process starts over again. So whatever the new peels or whatever the new the fruits or whatever the leftover apple pieces, leftover banana peels and all that, whatever is there, we kind of we don't cut it. That is, I think, one thing which I learned. We have to cut. So
Make it into smaller
make
pieces.
it into smaller pieces. So I think we should start doing that. We directly put it, we don't cut it. So I think that's something I'm going to change. What we usually do is we keep it there, and then every 2-3 days we keep changing it. We noticed a lot of insects coming and living there, earthworms and all that, and it's not only something which we started. It was my uncle who actually gave the idea to my dad. So I think that is one where he kind of gave an impact to our lives, where we started that. And we also have a terrace garden at our house. We use that compost to nourish all of our plants. So I don't know if it is as effective as cutting it, but it's something small which we do at home. That's it.
I'm Kirti from Little Flat Degree College. Most of us, as soon as we entered the campus, we were searching for masks. We were so tired of the smell as soon as we entered. But now I want to breathe all of this because this is so interesting to know and learn about. And I want to make some change in my home after this for sure. We never segregated waste. I myself threw my old clothes into the same waste every day. So I'm so much interested into this now that I really want to change something in my home. I want to segregate waste and do something for my plants because I am so enthusiastic about buying plants, looking at them, but I never even watered them or never took care of them. So I want to do something in my home, a small beginning, so that I could bring a change from my home alone.
Dr. Gomati from Zoology Department, Little Flat Degree College. Actually, this is a very interesting project. Even we have a small decomposition pit and vermicompost in our college, but I wanted them to see at a large scale because they should experience. Only when they experience the smell, they'll know that what impact they are creating to the society. They should know how to segregate. They should remove the plastics and they should give only the degradable waste so that the process becomes easy. And it should not be a burden to the ecosystem. So we actually, me and my colleagues here, we wanted them to experience, though they were very reluctant about it. So we wanted them to see that how the process is done. Only then they will think that they have to do something as an individual at least. Then they will come to the society for doing it. Thank you.
I am Lalita Sri Patibandla from Little Flower Degree College, and since the moment I have been here, I have observed many things. First, we can find a small beginning of an ecosystem right here. If you see the area over there where the beds have been made, you find flies, and there are so many small birds. In Telugu, we call them pittalu and pichukalu. We don't find them in the cities anywhere. Here, we are feeling unbearable smell, and the environment doesn't look that great either. But those birds are having the best time of their life. This, I somehow feel that this is kind of a beginning, a hope for a better future and a greater environment, where maybe these birds that I've seen in my childhood, maybe my future generation, grandkids, great grandkids, they can also see them if this continues at a larger level. So the thing you're doing, it's not just making best out of waste, but also bringing life out of waste.
Hussain from Little Flower Degree College. To start off with, when I was like 8 years old, my mother started this actually, separating plastics and separating kitchen waste. So I always used to ask, what is the need? You're wasting your time. Just put it all together, and yeah, they'll segregate. People are there, and all I used to think. But I guess like 4 years back, I got a privilege that now I stay in a house where I have a garden. So we have a lot of trees. We have a pineapple tree. We have pomegranate tree. We have flowers as well, mogra, jasmine. So my mother now, she's really into composting and all that stuff. So what she does is she gets those flowers, fruits, and says, "See, this is what you get for composting. This is like a gift which you get from the nature, which you use, and when you use it, the Mother Earth gives you these kind of gifts for your like work towards the earth." Thank you.
Start a new way of organizing your daily routine and be, I think that was a very nice expression. Waste is not just waste, it is actually starting point of life basically. So that kind of expression is very, very inspiring to all of us. We start doing some new things from today. So this journey with Vasan and Vapra Compost, with Little Flower Degree College and all is towards that purpose. So basically we are all representing solutions of the society. We are trying to upscale solutions that all of us are creating together. So solutions need to be appreciated by people like you, and then you should become from that side to this side actually, literally, in the sense that you should become part of the solutions. So that's what is this journey. In this day, we have started with Eco Vaidya as well as Vapra Compost Unit here. So thanks for your guidance and inspirational experience here. And we collaborate more with you, learn more from you, and inspire more others from all partners. And then from here, we'll go to another destination. Each destination is a statement of problem and a set of solution. And then we need to pick up from that. What is that we are doing back home? Back in your college, as madam said, Gomati ma'am said, how can you make your compost in the campus a vibrant place where you would like to go there every day, and see and what is happening there, how many insects, how many birds, that's what is the new beginning we are expecting. Okay, thanks very much.